Have you ever noticed how a lot of things in life seem to fall in the middle of a range? Whether it's test scores, height, or even income. There's a curve, a bell curve, that pops up everywhere. It's so common that economists and statisticians gave it a name, the normal distribution. Today in Bear Economics, we're diving into the bell curve. What is it? Why does it matter? And what it can teach us about money, economics, and life itself. Let's keep it simple. And let's get started. What is the bell curve? The bell curve, or normal distribution, is a graph that looks like, well, like a bell. It shows how values are distributed in a group. Most of the values cluster around the middle, and fewer fall towards the extremes. Take height, for example. Most adult men fall somewhere around 5'9". Very few are 4 feet tall, and very few are 8 feet tall. If you plotted this on a graph, you'd see this beautiful symmetrical curve. Tall in the middle and tapering off at the edges. The bell curve tells us what is normal. But don't confuse normal with average. It's about probability. If you randomly pick a person, they are most likely to fall in that big middle chunk. So why do economists care about this? Because the bell curve helps us understand patterns, make predictions, and even spot outliers. Let's take income. Most people earn around the median, say $50,000 a year. But as far as the right edge of the curve, you'll find millionaires and billionaires. Those are rare outliers. Economists use this to study inequality. If the bell curve gets skewed, like more people shifting to lower incomes, it tells us something's happening in the economy. Maybe wages are stagnant or jobs are disappearing. On the other hand, when income stretches out positively, it can mean more opportunities and growth. Understanding the curve helps businesses, policymakers, and even you make better decisions. The bell curve and your money. Okay, here's where the bell curve hits home. Let's talk about investments. Most investments, like stocks or bonds, follow a normal distribution when it comes to returns. If you invest, let's say, in an index fund, you'll likely get average returns. Sure, some stocks explode in value, like those outliers on the right, but others crash hard. Understanding this helps you avoid chasing those extremes and sticking with what works. Here's another one. Spending habits. Most people spend within the normal range, but outliers can wreck your budget. You know what I'm talking about. Those crazy one-off expenses that show up and throw everything off, like a huge car repair or a flooded basement. But outliers matter too. Here's the twist. While most of us live in the middle of the bell curve, outliers matter too. Outliers can drive innovation, shift markets, and create change. Think about Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk. Their success sits way out there on the right tail of the curve, but impacts everyone. Regardless what you think of billionaires, the products, the jobs, the competition, it changes the entire economy. Elon Musk, for example, is literally shifting the market towards space travel, and he's getting everyone else excited about that. Whether you love him or hate him, he's pushing the economy towards space exploration, which I believe is a good for humanity. The lesson here, while you shouldn't bet on being an outlier, it's worth understanding the power of those rare events. So why should you care? The bell curve might just seem like a graph, but it's everywhere. It explains the world around us, our incomes, our spending, and even our investments. By understanding the curve, you can make smarter economic choices, stretch your dollars further, and avoid extremes that hurt your wallet. If you're finding value here on Bear Economics, hit that like button, subscribe, and drop a comment below, and I'll see you in the next video.